And welcome to Freshly Squeezed, my little pop vultures. We're bringing the carcasses of pop stars to your television screen so you can feast on them like a ready-made musical breakfast.
That's disgusting. That's one of the most disturbing images I've ever heard of before 8 a.m. in the morning. What's wrong with you?
Look, if David Attenborough said something like that, he'd win an award.
Yeah, he wouldn't say something like that because he's not an idiot. Just do the menu and don't say the word carcass again this morning. That was so much better, you see? I really appreciate that. That's lovely.
I've been thinking. I think I've got a good way of telling the viewers about the album guide which is coming up next.
Can we just do it normally and just say, like, here's the album's guide,
No.
enjoy?
My way is better than that.
Do we have to?
Yes. Here we go. Next up, we've got the albums guide to albums, what Katie Price is to literature.
Right, so you're saying that our album's guide is rubbish.
She's a top-selling author.
Okay,
Maybe
here
I
is the
am.
album's guide, which according to Matt is as good as a Katie Price novel.
Nearly as good. I meant nearly as good.
Turn of My Chemical Romance competing with 30 Seconds to Mars in the world's biggest ego competition, this time going intergalactic with their efforts on new single Planetary.
This, of course, does give us the perfect opportunity to ask the age-old question.
Yes,
If Gerard Way was a planet, which one would he be? The answer, of course, being...
Uranus.
How did you guess?
Oh.
Yeah, it's due to its complex cloud structure and mixture of ice, rock, ammonia, methane and traces of hydrocarbons.
That's sounding a lot like an early Girls Aloud track, packed with velocities that make you sweat and a number of just random words being shouted at the screen like...
Truth,
and
fame,
and,
faith,
and,
lies.
Yep, exactly. The video does go some way to proving once and for all that there really is only one musician who can pull off the redhead look without looking like a total moron.
That's right. Thank you.
I feel like that's okay.
Next up is Miles Kane with the new single Rearranged, taken from his forthcoming album Colour of the Track.
Nice.
It's another 60s inspired number with guitar effects inspired by Joe Meek. Whoever that is.
His most famous work, actually, was the Tornadoes' hit Telstar in 1962, which became the first record by a British group to go to #1 in the US Hot 100. It also spent 5 weeks at the top of the UK singles chart. Meek then went on to receive an Ivor Novello Award for this production as best-selling A-side of 1962. It's brilliant.
How do you know all that stuff?
Just said it on the autocue.
You can read. People, you're watching Freshly Squeezed now. If you're watching because you want to, then thanks. We really appreciate that. If you're sort of here by mistake, then stick with it. Seriously, it gets better, we promise.
Oh, not even better. It gets next level, people, because it's time for This Day in Pop.
It's gonna be cray-cray. Yes, for those of you who have stumbled across us, then you really are in for a bit of a treat.
Well, I mean, they're going to have to listen to some pop-related facts and then watch an old video.
As I said, a cray-cray treat. Now get this, on this day in pop, 1973, Pharrell Williams was born. Yes, and with an ego the size of CeeLo Green.
I'm still not sure that's going to keep the new fans interested.
Try this, on this day in pop, 1998, the Spice Girls performed their first ever live UK concert when they appeared in front of 9,000 people in Glasgow.
Pretty brave.
Indeed, also on this day in pop, 1997, the Chemical Brothers went to #1 with Block Rockin' Beats. The song went on to win a Grammy for Best Rock Instrumental Performance. So, here they are with that very #1.
Yeah, but do you really think that's going to keep the new viewers watching or just even awake? I mean, really?
A little bit of support would not go amiss here, Jam. Seriously, I'm just trying, all right? I'm just trying.
All right, fine. What about this? Woo! Yeah! Go This Day in Pop! Ow!
If you're going to be like that, don't bother.
Mammoth cast of the new comic book-inspired film, Sucker Punch.
What's this?
Yeah, the film, Sucker Punch.
Yes, I know the film. Where was I? Why wasn't I told about this? I mean, who was there? Was Vanessa Hudgens there?
Oh, yeah.
What about Jamie Chung?
Oh, yeah, her as well.
And Abby Cornish, was she there?
I think so, yeah.
And how about Oscar Isaac? Was he there?
Oh, he's definitely there, yeah.
So, who the hell did we send to talk to these people?
Rich.
Who?
Rich, you know, the guy in the corner over there. He's the one that plays with his trousers during the show.
I always thought that was one of the Jonas Brothers. He interviewed them.
Yeah.
Why, you little